Hey guys, I want to do a very quick video here of a music effect that you can use within power intros, or sometimes you can use them in music promos. So promos where you've used a whole bunch of songs, just to kind of beef it up and give it a bit more of a sweeping blending effect with some of your effects that you're using. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you a sample of a song. I'm going to play you the clip of the power intro where I've done this effect, and you're going to hear it in the background. You might have a hard time hearing it, so I'm going to play the stripped down version with just the song, and then I'm going to explain how I did it, okay? So here is the power intro, just the clip of the power intro where I've done it. It's a new Train song called 50 Ways to Say Goodbye, so it sounds like this.
Active AC.
On RadioKig.com.
Okay, so you may not have heard it in the background there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this sweeping effect where I've actually just saved it. So I've stripped out the effects, I've stripped out the voiceover, and what you're just going to hear now is simply just that sweeping effect, and it sounds a bit like this. So that is the effect, essentially, that we are going to do. And the nice thing is, it's really easy to do in Adobe Audition. So the first thing you're going to want to know before we start the effect is the beats per minute on this song. So I have a website that I use, and if you just Google tap BPM, you can find it right here. This is the easiest way to find the BPM if you're using Adobe Audition. And the easiest thing to do is just to grab the clip of the song and start playing it at the chorus. And we're going to tap it out. And okay. So it looks like the BPM is approximately 141 beats per minute. So let's use 141 beats per minute. So what we want to do is isolate the clip of the song where we are going to use this effect. And I've done that here already. In a track, so we're not using the multi-track. I've already produced this power intro. I'm just gonna play with the effect right here, so you can see how we're doing it. And I've already selected the 8 beats, 2 bars that we want to do the effect to, and it's right at the proper spot, and it's right here. You'll notice I've just selected the 8 beats we want to do it to. The effect is under Effects in Adobe Audition 3.0. It is Modulation and the Sweeping Phaser. So I'm going to explain a few of the effects in here. The first thing you want to do is set your modulation rate. And we want it to modulate perfectly throughout the whole band in that time. So what we're going to do is set our tempo to 141 beats per minute. And then set our period of beats to, let's do 8 beats, because that's what we've selected. And it'll give us 29 hertz, which is going to work perfectly. Now, the sweeping gain, what I like to do, let's do the bottom effect settings here. Sinusoidal, I don't know how to pronounce that. Sinusoidal. That is usually the one I use. It just sounds a bit better than triangular. I'll play the two. Here's triangular. Sinusoidal seems to sound just a bit better. It doesn't. It's not as bassy. As far as this goes, we want to use a logarithmic modulation, and we want to use a band pass. A low pass is just going to pass our low stuff. You're going to get quite a distorted sound if you don't have the settings right. Band pass usually sounds quite nice. Up in sweep gain, if you turn your sweep gain down, it's going to be a bit. If you leave it at 0, you're not going to hear anything, essentially. So let's leave it at 0, have a listen. It doesn't do much to the audio, but if we move the sweep gain down, you get a very light, it's taken out what it's sweeping through. You'll have a hear it. So that is one way to do it. I prefer, personally, to turn it up, and I go up about 15 decibels or 16 decibels. I'll do 15 for this. Your center frequency is where you want it to start, so if you turn that down, it will start in the middle and it will go high, not as high, but it'll go lower. I like to keep it around 1,000 hertz. The modulation depth is good at 9. Again, you're just not going to get as much if you turn it down. Same with the resonance. And the modulation rate, that's what we've already set to fit perfectly for our 8 bars. So just mess with your output gain, mess with some of the settings. I like to hover around -10 to -15 for the output gain, just so we don't clip that much. If you clip in the high end, I don't want to say it's a good thing, but it's not necessarily the worst thing to do. And when you do it, it's going to modulate perfectly over those 8 bars. So it's going to start in the middle, it's going to modulate up, and then modulate down through your bass. And you can mix some cool effects with it. So I'll play it one more time here. I like that. Let's hit OK, and let's output that. And let's play it with the song. So let's just play it with the song here. So it modulates pretty nicely, and with the final mix down, you end up with quite a funky sound that sounds a bit like this, with effects and vocals. It's a bit far. Let's go here.
Active AC.
On Radio Kick.com.
And I'll play you the full power intro just because I know you guys like to hear some of the stuff I do, so I'll play the full power intro here.
Is Kick Music.
Hey everybody, this is Pat Monahan from Train.
Active AC.
On Radio Kick.com.
And there you have it, a very cool sweeping modulation effect that you can use in your music promos, your beat mixes. Sometimes they sound really good in that, and your power intros. Happy producing. If you have any questions, please feel free, and don't hesitate to contact me or leave a comment with your question in the comment section below. Just going to add this onto the end of the video right here. I forgot to play this to you. It's another example of that sweeping phaser effect that I've used in my production before. I've actually have this in a video already for demonstrating a vocal effect, but I'll just explain that, yes, the sweeping phaser is in this power intro for Taylor Swift, Sparks Fly, that I had on here before, and it comes, the sweeping phaser starts when I say, or when I should say Kellyanne Smith says active AC. Have a listen.
It's Taylor Swift, and you're listening to
Active AC.
The Kick.
So there you go, another effect of, another example, sorry, I should say, where you can use that effect.